pretty similar too.
Well, that was fun. Cowboys lose. Cows lose. Cows lose.
Wow.
We're here to complain about it with you, but be really positive. No, we're just here to mostly complain about it, I think. Jeff and Jesse and Ali and Vach. Let's get after it. It starts. Super chat. I think probably should have gave Mike about 70 million. Kept around.
man. Whatever you want, man. Wow. Hold us hostage, bro.
2 lake houses.
And they should have gave him a chance to even have the a couple days like a timeshare. With the yacht.
Yeah.
With the Jerry yacht.
Yeah, let him have the
Make
boat.
some money overtime.
Yeah, you get to have a yacht a couple times a year.
Good news is instead we paid Bland.
Yeah.
Diggs, Steele,
Yeah.
Kenny Clark, and they're shutting that run down.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We in there. What do they say we could do? Generate or
we can scheme pressure.
Scheme pressure.
There
it is.
Manufacture
pressure.
Manufacture
We're gonna manufacture that pressure. That's a nice one.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the DLLS Cowboys postgame show. Say hello to all of us. My name is Jeff. I'm next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly. What about?
Can I do what Jerry did?
What Jerry do? No,
we're on TV. We're on TV.
No, because you're not 82. You
can do it behind the laptop to where we can see it, but they won't.
But you can't say because he's 82. He got to say my motor skills don't work and I don't know what my hands are doing.
So I can't do what he did, but I can do what he said he was going to do.
Plus, Jerry can pay that fine.
I can't.
You can't pay that fine, big dog.
I can't even pay it if they took his fine and equivalated it.
What?
Equivalent?
Made it.
They made it the
matched
equivalent of what my broke self make.
Yeah.
I still can't pay that fine.
$250,000 to Jerry is like
nickel.
I ain't gonna talk about your money.
Count my pockets. Count my pockets. Go ahead. Count my pockets.
I don't know what you make. I
can go for him.
I shut my mouth. Close my mouth.
Probably $8-10.
Can't pay it. Can't afford it.
Dude,
I don't got time for that.
Flus can't neither because he finna be the next chair right over here, boy. He finna be working with us, boy.
Oh, Jerry's cheap. He ain't gonna fire him.
True.
Jerry's not gonna pay somebody to not be at work.
Yeah.
he doesn't have it in his DNA.
Nah.
How y'all feeling? How you feeling in the chat, everybody?
We gotta get Ali involved.
That's Ali and I'm back.
Ali Jawad is next to Jesse.
That's Ali and I'm back.
Prince Ali, handsome as he.
You could use a genie.
Vach, you sent any audio in yet? This is Vach Lombardi.
Hey, Vachi. Let me talk to him. What's up, y'all?
Oh, yeah, I forgot we were doing intros. I got
Hey, man, y'all
sidetracked.
think
Now hold on. Before we get to that,
Oh, God.
y'all know who I'm blaming for this.
Okay.
So he sat up there. He's like, well,
Let's
you know
hold
what,
on a
man?
second.
And I said, actually, I don't. So I'm
because
intrigued.
there's a lot of ways this can go.
Nah, John, get back to the computer. You know where I'm going, John.
Can Vaj guess?
You want to guess?
He
You
wasn't
want to
here
guess
for
what I'm
pregame.
blaming?
Is this something that y'all talked about earlier in the week on another show?
We
No.
talked about it in pregame.
Talk about pregame.
What did we talk about?
I wasn't
pregame?
here?
I don't
No.
remember.
Yeah,
That y'all blaming on this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones somehow?
Nah.
Oh, I'll blame Jerry.
I'm blaming on his outfit.
Oh,
I
he
told
didn't like his
y'all.
outfit.
Oh, man.
I'm not blaming Dak. I'm not blaming Dak.
How's Dak's
Yeah.
outfit mess up
I
the defense?
told y'all I didn't like the feel that I got when he dressed up in this young boy. What I want to
But
say
you got
is
to get the shoes in there, though.
he got the Jordans on. He
Got
don't
the red
have
and black
Jordan-
ones in
I
there,
don't
yeah.
give a damn. He is a suit man. Put
Yeah.
on that good suit that you
Yeah.
wear every single week. I knew. I said it in the pregame.
Yeah.
I said it in the pregame. I said, man, I don't like it.
That's not
I
fair.
don't like it. You dress like the young boys.
You got to be unk all the time.
You
Yeah.
always.
Gotta be unk all the time.
You unking this.
Yeah.
You got the nice good suits, the loafers, the hard bottoms.
For sure.
You came out with you looking like Osa and Wanye and them. You don't dress like them.
Let me see what he wearing at the press conference.
You don't dress like them. You got the two-piece denim.
That's real.
That is dressing like you've already won in this because you're going to be casual.
That's
in the
not
postgame.
you come to work. You got I don't know what that bag. I ain't never seen that bag with Dak before. I ain't never seen this flashy. That ain't Dak.
That's a nice bag.
That
though.
ain't Dak.
That looks like a nice
What a
bag.
suit at Dak. Wear the suit. Don't wear that hat. Don't wear that mustache. It's not his fault.
How much does headphones cost?
Free. You know that.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It's not. It's. Let me be very clear. It's not Dak's fault. It's the clothes.
Yeah,
I'm telling. I didn't like it. I said in the pregame.
If he would have came in business like everybody else, would have played a little better, probably.
Maybe.
I feel what you're saying. Somewhat.
All right, now go ahead.
Somewhat.
You can have. I just didn't like that.
What?
I didn't like that. I didn't like them. I didn't like it. Don't do that no more, Dak. Wear your suit, brother. Wear your suit. Wear your
Dak.
two-piece. You look like Mike Lowry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look like Mike Lowry. Like look like Mike Lowry when you're coming to work. That's how you normally look, like Mike Lowry. Don't try to dress like these young boys. I want to say something else, but I'm gonna say young boys.
The why?
The whys. You're not the youngest.
Are you calling them boy?
No, I'm not calling
The
them
why?
I'm just saying.
What were you saying? Watch Bad Boys, by the way, if you don't know the Mike Lowry reference. And everybody hit the like button on whatever channel you're on, okay? What were you saying, Botch? Where were you going? You were going somewhere, but then he wanted to go at Dak.
Man, look,
Man.
let me just do you what's the protocol?
What's that mean?
What's the thought process when they go into these meetings? It's probably on Monday or something, Tuesday. When they go into these meetings, nobody's going in there like the fans are, right? The fans will go in and be like, fire that MF right this second. I can say MF though, right?
Yeah, you got it. You good.
Fire MF right this second.
Diggs might say it.
Is there a process of, all right, Flus, fight for your life right now before we make this decision? Or is the decision made on the flight? And when we get off and get to the meetings, that's when we go, Flus, don't even get your stuff out your office. Beat it. But some people be like, hey, leave his aspirin in Carolina right now. Some people do that. So what's the order of operation for moving on from somebody? Or do you just hold on to your horses and he's an off-season fire?
In this organization,
he ain't getting fired.
He's not getting fired.
No, they didn't do it to Mike Nolan. So
in this organization,
maybe we learned something from that though.
Probably
this organization isn't an organization
even maniacal 82-year-olds often learn life lessons real late.
For sure.
Never.
That they don't like to pay people to be at home.
Yeah.
No.
They don't like that. They don't. No, despite what you may have done or not doing in this particular case, they don't want to pay you to be at the crib. So they just deal with you. They just deal with you for the rest of the year,
which is crazy.
Which is a wild
considering
approach.
how good your offense playing.
Well, you gotta understand, it takes a while with a new scheme. You gotta get to the scheme,
sure,
and then you have the players, but then with the scheme.
Yeah, but what about the tackling?
But what you're not hearing is that's in the scheme, because the scheme.
What about getting off blocks? Is that schematically?
Because of when you're learning to scheme, and then once you do that,
okay.
Then you move on to the next thing, which is once you scheme.
What about covering dudes?
So that's part of the scheme.
Okay.
And that's something that we're just getting a feel for right now.
Gotcha.
And any day now,
we'll start covering, tackling, getting off blocks.
Oh, that's about to happen.
But even to that point though, Jeff, because I do agree with what you're saying. There is a threshold to understanding what you're saying. But if this was like the 19th best defense while they figuring it all out, you win like 2 more games. They need another number. You know how Jalen Hurts is like a quarterback accuracy right now. He's like 35th or something.
Yeah. 35th
Out of 30, but it's some backups in there that kind of.
Yeah.
They need more numbers for how bad Flus and them operate right now.
Well, they could be the 33rd. They could just. That's what Bill Belichick said to Carolina.
Because the 32nd defense in the league has got to be a far cry away from the 31st.
Bill Belichick said North Carolina's the 33rd NFL team. So they can put them down there on the 33rd.
I'll take the 31st worst defense right now. And we'll win 2 more games with the 31st worst defense right now. Because you'll at least get 2 more stops with the 31st worst defense right now. We the 39th worst defense right now.
42, Jackie Robinson.
And look, there was somebody on social media. They was fussing with me. I was just talking to them.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, Vach, both these coaches looking goofy out here. You got to hold both of them accountable.
Who's the second one?
He's talking about Shotty. I can accept the idea that you may feel like Shotty had a series or a couple of plays where he got too cute. I can accept that. We game 6. We game 6 of Flus because of tying that throw it all off. Your game 6 of Eberflus being the 39th worst defense in the league right now.
Yeah.
39.
41. Dirk.
We break down a lot of film.
Yeah.
I respect this crew right here because we watch film. And, man, when we watch that film, man, we go, hey, man, you know, Bryce Young looked this kind of way against these guys. Caleb Williams looked this kind of way. Russell Wilson looked that kind of way.
Yep.
Even Jalen Hurts, because he's terrible in 35th in quarterback accuracy, he looks a certain way.
Yeah.
Those things don't apply when they play the Cowboys. And the week after they play the Cowboys, they go right back to looking how we thought they was. Russell Wilson got benched the next week. Benched the next week. I ain't cussed. The next week.
No.
Flu's got to go now. He got to go now. Sorensen, who is your teams coordinator, he don't do nothing else. He's just hey Aubrey.
Get out there, kick.
That might be the greatest job to have right now.
It is.
Hey, Brian. That's all he does right now. He ain't doing
Brandon, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Coach, I think it should be blue and cropper this week. That's all his job is. I don't think it's hurting nothing. Even if you shoddy and you want to be like Jason Garrett and let him hang around his office the last week and order some pizza and go late. Hey, Nick Sorensen, coordinator for the team's units, you calling plays this week. I'm not just going to chalk up the idea that the scheme is just so terrible because they run the same cover 3 Carolina run. Carolina run the same cover 3 that San Fran run. But it's like you're asking Kenneth Murray to get to the flats expeditiously with Bland 12 yards off the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 3.
Fourth and 3.
Fourth and 3.
On short yards down the distance.
Well, that goes to the second part of why this defense should be a lower number than 32nd in the National Football League.
46 right now. 46.
Because you're talking about Eberflus, correct?
Yes, sir.
Rightfully so.
Yes, sir.
But there also needs to be held to butts to the fire. They don't have enough good players.
So let me say this, Jesse. Jesse is correct. Jesse is 1,000% correct. When Rico Dowdle running through people's face, that's on players for sure. As the 39th worst defense in the league. But there's a glimmer of hope when the other team gives you an opportunity to do something cool.
Yeah.
For you to just take that opportunity by just not doing something goofy.
Right.
And we don't take advantage of that opportunity. So while Rico Dowdle's running down the middle of your face, if you Flus, you going, damn, boy, I don't have the players to stop Rico Dowdle from running down the middle of my face. But if I'm a good defense coordinator, the one thing I'm not going to do is put Dono and Kenneth Murray in space. And Rico goes off the field. And the first thing that you would do is put Dono and Kenneth Murray in space. That's the first thing Flus do. Yeah. Flus can't wait to put Dono and Kenneth Murray in space. Me and Jesse had a conversation, and pardon me if I'm taking this over, just let me know when it's time to go to break. Me and Jesse had a conversation. Jess was like, Vach, boy, they gonna talk about Shamar James getting all them tackles again. 17. Look at that tackles 9 yards down the field. And I was like, Jesse, at least he making them. Because Kenneth Murray get to his guy 9 yards down the field and just miss.
Yeah.
But if you Flus, at some point you got to go, hey, Murray, come off the field. Something different got to happen.
Yeah, but and this is not me cutting any bail for Eberflus.
Sure.
But there was a picture that he was sitting at the podium one time, and he had like that bitter beer face. Yeah. He doesn't have the answers because you're saying, okay, take Kenneth Murray off the field. Who? Jack Sanborn? Maris Leofow? Like, who? There's no one else to put back out there in the field. Now, maybe you can go Marquise Bell in replacement of Donovan Wilson, but, you know, and we do a ton of talking about, man, the Cowboys should probably go trade for a pass rusher from another team. You might look at that linebacker. You might say, like, and then, you know, I'm. It was funny to me when
better be funny,
and I was halfway right, halfway wrong, 100%. Because when Rico said that you know, they need to buckle up, and then you had your best football player on defense,
Kenny Clark, probably.
Kenny Clark
maybe
responds, and he goes, you know, he ain't never played nobody like us, and I was like,
they ain't never played nobody like you.
I said,
just lit him up.
I said, damn, you must have forgot. You must still think you in Wisconsin. You must.
You
know who you're with?
I'm like, you should be in concussion protocol today. Like, you should have left that meeting. They should have buzzed the Cowboys and said, hey, we just saw on social media that Kenny Clark said this. Put that boy in the blue tent. They're like, well, this ain't Sunday. Get a blue tent at the facility, put him in there because he got to be concussed. And the Cowboys defensively, they don't have the defensive coordinator to do it, and they damn sure don't have the players to do it. This is going to end up being a colossal cluster mess of defensive epic proportion because Eberflus don't have the answers. Trayvon Diggs he's hurt. I don't care what anyone says. That man is hurt. Bland doesn't look healthy. Your linebackers don't know where to go or what to do when they get there, when they actually get it right. Your guys up front, the dudes you pay, Osa, they starting to say that your money looking funny in the light now. They starting to say that it's not Jesse saying that. I'm saying they starting to say that your money looking funny in the light. You're not producing to where you were supposed to be producing at before. You're not blocking anybody. They don't know whether to go Jay Toia or Mozzie Smith. They just keep flopping back and forth with that situation. This is getting to a point where it's going to get funny at a certain point in time. Like, because we're going to get to a point where we can't get disappointed or frustrated or mad or angry or anything. He's already there. Jeff's already there.
Number 1 offense and number 52 defense.
This is getting to that point right there.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do it on the other side. We're going to do it on the other side, but we got some big old supers we got to get to.
Okay.
We got some big old, you got some, got to get to them.
Bobby Brown and Christian Rosenboom made plays for the Panthers today. There's no excuse.
I don't believe
and
that those are real names.
And Bobby Brown like knows. Not Bobby Brown.
I don't believe that those are real names.
Not that Bobby Brown.
I'm about to say that Bobby Brown like knows.
It's Bobby Brown the second, but I don't even think they related. It's somebody else's son.
Hit the like button for us.
Somebody else.
Not for the team.
Somebody out about
do it now. We're gonna keep rolling on the DLLS Cowboys postgame.
Right now, I think that Matt Eberflus probably needs to recognize and realize where his money is coming and going.
Yeah.
Because he probably won't be making a lot of it going forward. If I was Matt Eberflus, I would get Monarch money. I don't know about I would get Monarch money because Matt Eberflus needs to know he needs to have this financial command center, someone showing him where this money is going because he's busy right now. Okay, he's a little busy. He's a little bit frustrated trying to figure this thing out. But Monarch money, like for Eberflus, for me, for you, for us, they can take care of you. They can make sure that all the money is going in the right places, that you're saving a little bit, you're putting a little bit in investments, you're putting a little bit away for you, putting away for the moving company that you're going to need in a little bit if you're Matt Eberflus. Head on over to monarchmoney.com. Use the promo code DLLS, and you can get 50% off the first year subscription to Monarch Money. They are fantastic. They are great. Money is important. You should know where it's going. Get Monarch Money. MonarchMoney.com.
Shout out to our friends at PrizePicks as well. Here's one of my dubs from today. All I needed was Aaron Rodgers to throw a tutty.
All right.
Jackson Smith and Jigba to have more than 64.5 yards, and Dak to have more than 65.5 passing yards. His first 10 attempts, nailed that. That's what I did. My 18 is 45 now.
You got a couple of greens in there.
Oh, man, my 12 went for 20.
Yeah.
That was a little tiny. That was Rodgers to throw a tutty and Kyron Williams to score a tutty. I go with some little tiny ones sometimes on PrizePicks. You can pick up to, I believe it is 6 different picks. You're just predicting stat lines. You say, I think that guy's going to have more or less than his predicted stats in this game. And then you get those right and you get all the money. That's how it works. Pretty simple. And it's a lot of fun. So what you need to do is download the PrizePicks app today. Use the code DLLS. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is our friends at PrizePicks, and I want you to play it because we have a good time. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. It's the DLLS Cowboys post-game show, and that means it is time for our game ball sponsored by PrizePicks, and it has been a matter of contention. Does the player need to be a Cowboy?
Yeah.
Or after a loss, do we want to give? We had to give the game ball because PrizePicks sponsors the game ball.
Yeah, no, we got to go with George Pickens. There is another player of the game who used to be a Cowboy, but is no longer a Cowboy. But the game ball goes to George Pickens. Another exceptional day. 9 catches, 161 yards, and a tutty. George Pickens is fun, man. Like, he's fun to watch. He is. He ain't gonna be here, y'all. I'm sorry. George Pickens ain't gonna be here next year, y'all. But while he's here, I love that George Pickens goes out there. Watch this catch right here. Like high pointing the ball, going up there and getting it.
Hey, good ball, Dak.
Yeah, J.C. Horn is right there. didn't blink not one time. George Pickens, but this is what you're able to do with George Pickens. If I put it somewhere near him, he'll go and get it, and then he'll have fun with it afterwards. He'll jump over guys. He'll hold the ball out free-handed. He'll wait for other dudes to come around so he can mush them in the face. George Pickens is he's fun. Enjoy George Pickens, Cowboys Nation. Enjoy him. You got, what's this, week 6?
Yeah.
You got 11 more games with George Pickens, okay? 11 more games with George Pickens. Enjoy what you get from George Pickens. Enjoy the fun, the excitement, the big playability that is George Pickens, because I don't think you'll see that 3 here. You might see that 3 here, but it won't be George in that uniform here for the Cowboys next year. But while he's here, enjoy him. And today, another big game for George Pickens.
Time for the game-winning drive. We run a screen for -5, a dump off to the back that I think he was trying to dirt. I agree with Olsen, and got caught. That's -7. And
the 2 play callers for offense was like, they might have been the offense's biggest ops. Like Canales started going
away from their strengths.
Yeah, Canales tried to go away from Rico, and then Shoddy.
Rico, the only thing that mattered for Rico in the second half was like, if you play video games, like the health bar. Like you could tell he was just like, can he physically take it again? Yeah. He's tired.
Man. And then like offensively, Shoddy, I don't know why you would stop putting the ball in Dak's hands and letting him deal it and just throwing it to George Pickens. You trying to get screen or Rico. You trying to sometimes just, you don't have to complicate simplicity. No, if it's working, line them up. All you had to do is on tape. Hey, whatever the wide side of the field is where what's my boy name? Michael Jackson? Mike Jackson is going to be. Yep. So if the ball's in the left hash, go and line George Pickens on the right hash. Wide side of the field. J.C. Horn won't be over there. He was cooking this dude all day long. 5 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Don't make things more complicated. You don't have to do any of that stuff ever. Just go and just do simple football at times. But nonetheless, George Pickens balled out, but the Cowboys lose.
Let's get a couple of them giant super chats out of the way here, John, because I know we got, was it Zach? Is it Zach Botch? We got Zach. We got a big. There's a big boy.
Zach Ghostin in there.
Yeah, Zach's.
I'm sure everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah. Zach Ghost, what's happening, man? Take care of your body. Take care of your chickens and all that. 2 things from this game. First, Eberflus needs to be fired. Okay, for sure. Second, Shotty's 4th quarter play calling was hot garbage. Okay. Salute to y'all. Appreciate you, player. Right. And man, you're just getting too cute, man. Getting too cute. Sometimes, if you got Javonte, sometimes, it's not his thing to go to the outside. Sometimes his thing is to go find 73 and just run behind him, or just run somebody over up in that middle somewhere. But honestly, I don't even think the Cowboys did all that great of dealing with the Panthers D-line, like in general, all day. Bobby made some plays. Ashawn made some plays. Derek Brown made some plays because he's who he is.
You got big boys.
And you know what? This a great time to stop and hate for a second, because people love to fight me.
You say stop and hate?
Stop and hate for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Boy P was trying to tell me that TJ Bass and Brock Hoffman is just as good as that first crew, man. And look, man, just because you have a good game, just because you have a good goal, don't mean that you can hold that down for the whole way. You know what I mean? I'll be breaking down the film to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, put a wonk eye on it.
You know what I mean? But just from what I've seen, your run game kind of suffered today because of the line of scrimmage, and I would have to imagine that 73 coming back, getting acclimated to it, Hoffman, Bass, that whole middle situation. I can imagine that they had a lot to do with that.
Let's find that. Let's find that. We got a 50 bomb in there as well. We got some 20s we got to get to. Jason's in the super chat. Can we please relieve Flus of his duties? Oh, you're right. So far, people do have the same things.
Oh yeah, they all.
Personnel's not good, but you have to scheme to take away something. He literally doesn't scheme anything. And you know what? Let me hit a couple of them 20s too, John. If you see a 20, we got another big. JXX Bird is in here. Jerry hired that cheeks of a D coordinator before Shoddy, so we're not gonna eat that. He had to say hangover, and we messed up. Yeah, dang. Was Flus hired before Shoddy?
No, it was Shoddy.
No, I mean, I know Shoddy was here, but before he was made
Shoddy was hired.
Yeah, Shoddy was hired first. Yeah,
because we were still like, okay, Shoddy would give me like Salah or something like that. That was a conversation going around.
Yeah, and here's
boy, that would have been the move.
And here's a thing, just a thing that I want to share. There's just one more thing that I want to share. it's possible that Trayvon Diggs is real hurt and the scheme's bad for him and whatever. And it's possible that Deron Bland is dinged up and the scheme's bad for him and something like that. And it's possible that the scheme's bad for Osa and something. But it's also possible that trading one of the best players in the entire league makes your cover guys not cover as well.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Argument.
You got no argument for me.
The blame for this will always lay at the feet of Jerry Jones.
You found a way to get it back.
Jerry got mad and was like, trade. Because, like, you can overcome Jerry. You can. Because the
Can
only
you,
thing,
though?
Because here's the thing.
30
Here's
years.
the
30 years.
let me just say, let me say they probably won't, because it's also hard to win in the NFL. But it's not impossible, because we've talked about this before. I promise you, Jerry Jones didn't sign Javonte Williams. And that was a good signing. Jerry hadn't seen that dude play unless they showed him North Carolina highlights the year he was drafted.
Yeah,
Jerry's never seen him.
Correct.
Jerry didn't go get James Houston.
Correct.
He's never seen him play. Yeah. I promise.
Stephen Jones alluded to that on the radio the other day.
Never seen him.
What did he say?
He was saying, like, they were showing him highlights
Yeah.
of James Houston when they signed him. Like, when they signed him, they were showing him highlights.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a good player.
Yeah.
He had no clue who James Houston was
Jerry
before.
don't watch no film.
You know, like, none of them are.
So all I beg Jerry Jones is the couple of things you do know, don't F those up. Like, he effed up the Dak deal, and now the fan base is like, he makes 60, and he could have made 45 or whatever. Right. And, like, Jerry messed that up and gave you a little disadvantage.
He messed it up twice.
Dak could make some less money on the salary cap if Jerry didn't screw up stuff Jerry does. Because what Jerry does is the biggest names with all the money, that's where he plays. Right? And so then he tried to do Jerry stuff with Micah, and he didn't get around the agent like he thought he did, so he got mad and he traded Micah. All you need is Jerry to not F up the very top. The negotiations with the guys who make the most and getting mad and trading somebody. Because that's all he can screw up. The rest of it, he doesn't do because he doesn't know these people. Right. He only knows the big names. So, like, it's doable. You just need Jerry to be real. Like, he could just be real simple about it. Like, dude, when we got monsters that are all pros, sign them as soon as you can, and we'll just carry on. Yeah. And that's it. That's all you got to do. But he manages to screw up that stuff. The rest of it, he doesn't get credit for. So yeah, I think that mistake that's what's killing your defense. Or do we think, because, like, I can't just give a pass to all of these players. Like, of course this defense isn't any good. They don't have any good players. You got a couple of almost $20 million corners. You have multiple $20 million defensive tackles. Where the hell are my plays?
Yeah. We just can't be 39th in defense. Yeah. If you simply the 31st defense, you win 2 more games, a couple of stops. Because these are all one-possession games.
If they were the 17th defense, they're a Super Bowl contender.
They're a Super Bowl contender if they're the 17th.
The Cowboys tried to let ETN score at the end of the game. And I promise you, if I showed you that play, you wouldn't know that play was a play that was purposefully trying to let a man score.
Same thing.
It was looking different than any other play that they had run defensively.
Same thing.
Vach killed us when you were like, yeah, they're trying to let him score. Vach like, didn't look any different.
Didn't look any different. It didn't look any different at all than what they were putting out there on the field. Like, and that part right there is where you look up and you just scratch your head and you go, damn, this is going to be.
What was it? Sam Williams fake missing a tackle or something like that's who we are.
Right.
He really misses them. In real life,
that's why it looked so real. Yeah, it looked so real because it looked like that's what they normally do.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I have no idea.
Don't even get us started on Sam Williams. Not one. It's the first time they even call it. Second time.
Oh yeah. He should have had 2.
Yeah,
he should have had 2 offsides.
Yeah,
they called one of them, but like 2 plays before that, he literally had his whole helmet
cross the line.
Yeah. They let it slide.
I mean, Sam seems very likable. I want to say that first.
Let me say that too, because Sam
seems very likable.
Sam might run up down on me in a lunchroom. Yeah, he's one of them. Like, he might run down on me.
Sam seems very likable.
Sam, you're a nice man.
Sam's a really bad NFL football player.
I think you're a nice man. Don't listen to Jeff.
He's a bad NFL football player.
I think you're a nice man.
Let me rephrase it in a way that doesn't sound as harsh. He really struggles against the run. Yeah. He really struggles against the run, and Well, he really struggles to rush the passer.
He's so
and he struggles to not get penalties. So you can add that up if you want.
Human being, like to not be able to be good at those things, like to be the size that Sam Williams is, it's crazy that you're like, dog, you're big, you're strong, you got some speed in you, you got a little bit of crazy in you, and you're not good at the things that big, strong, little bit of crazy, little bit of speed people do on the football field. Like, that is mind-boggling to me. Like, you have the attributes that should lead you to being a good, I'm not saying that you have to be an all-pro. I'm not saying that you have to be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying that you got to be really, like, good at what you do with the attributes that you have. And you're not at all, respectfully.
With respect.
You know why it feels like we're a little more upset? Because I was here last year, and we were sitting up here joking last year because we was getting whooped, damn near the same. But it's like, I feel like they're wasting a ton of good things on offense.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're wasting a really good Dak, GP. Javonte wasn't good today, but like a great run game year. Like, we wasting a bunch of cool stuff that we're doing. Jeff said it perfectly. If you're a 17th ranked, and we've had 17th ranked type defense before, but the offense didn't kind of hold their part because Mike McCarthy terrible. Yeah. Dog, if one of those Dan Quinn defenses, one of them Jones, that'll give up some big plays every now and then, but they'll get turnovers. Oh, please, shoot some basketball with somebody to get one of them defenses.
Yeah, just be careful.
It's shoot the fade with somebody to get
one.
Boy,
it
better be funny.
No, I was gonna say it, but I paused. I got it back. But it's wild that we come to that point. We're just begging for the minimum. Like, we're begging for like
2 punts today. Carolina punted twice today.
We're begging like just, hey,
3 punts would have been a W.
Yeah, like give us the 23rd ranked defense. We're begging for the bare minimum from a defense.
The bad front office doesn't have a plan for how they're operating a season. Like, how did you not aggressively fill the things you're bad at and traded away one of the things you're best at? In the offseason, you signed George Pickens on a 1-year deal. Like, none of it fit because they don't have a plan.
And what makes that even worse is that the owner will get in front of people and go, well, we thought about this like in the spring. Like,
he lied.
This was a thought. I'm like, if this was a thought process in the spring, then you should have handled the other parts that would have supplemented this thing from the spring into the picture.
And the problem is when the words don't make sense, y'all got to stop listening to it.
You people.
Y'all. Don't let him get away with that crap. When Jerry says stuff that doesn't make sense, doesn't line up with what actually happened, etc., and then those are the talking points I get back on social media when I point out all of his shortcomings. I mean, his words, it doesn't matter what he says. It's not what really happens.
But what the fans do, because they're so diehard bought in, they go, James Houston has 3.5 sacks. Right. We don't need, they do that.
And
they must have a good pass rush.
Must have a good pass rush.
All right, we keep this thing cruising. It's the DLLS Cowboys postgame, and we got a lot more people to yell at, I bet. We'll keep that going next. All right, Supporters Club, baby. Y'all get up in there.
See you, Solid Duck, with the badge.
Oh, look, Solid Duck is in the Supporters Club. That's what that little gold thing next to his name means, is that he's part of the Supporters Club. When you sign up for that bad boy, you get access to a few different things. One, you do get that badge when you're in the chat, and it says right there, boom, I'm in the Supporters Club. You also get access to different exclusive emojis that you can fire off in the chat, and then people know that guy's in the Supporters Club, or that gal. Man, what a good, strong supporter of DLLS that must be. And we also will do some behind-the-scenes things that you get access to, videos and whatnot, that most people will not get to see. And it's some of the best stuff we do, I'll tell you what. It's top secret. And we put the work in to make sure that you are rewarded for being a part of the Supporters Club. So sign up for that, or else, which, of course, is not a threat. We're also making a big push this week to get you to sign up for the newsletter. If you love your DFW sports teams and you want to know everything that you need to know about all of them each morning in your email for free, alldlls.com/newsletter. Now, Ali, when you write it, are you putting a whole bunch of words in there and wasting their whole day? Or are you hitting them with what they got to know?
No,
hitting them?
Hit them with what they got to know. Unfortunately, they're going to have to know about this one tomorrow morning. And I mean, this game we just saw.
Well, you can just put all the positives in there. Jerry said we're going to stop the run, and that we're better today than we were before we made a certain trade. We're better now, and we're going to be better later. Tell them that.
But hey, we got a bunch of former first-round picks, right?
We got some former first-round picks.
Rico Dowdle said in his post-game message to the Cowboys, they wasn't buckled up. Is there that?
You can write in there something, see if we can work in a seatbelt advertisement of some sort, something that keeps you safe in the car. Anyway, it's alldlls.com/newsletter. Get you signed up. Just put your email in there. You get it for free. It is the DLLS Cowboys postgame show. Is there anybody else I need to yell at? I think I've sufficiently shamed Jerry today. I don't think he needs any more.
What did say that again? What did Rico say?
What
did Rico say in his post game?
And then look, he didn't say weren't. He said wasn't. He says Rico Dowdle's post game message to the Cowboys, they wasn't buckled up.
Remember back in the day, like Jodeci, when they used to perform, they did it on Martin too. When they used to perform, they come out, they belt buckle be all like loosened up. Like that's what came to my head when you said that. They just wasn't buckled up. They just
I was born in '92, so I missed that one, but I know what you're talking about.
You ain't see the Martin when they came out?
I was born in I was born in '92. I missed that.
That's tough. So young, I keep forgetting. Golly, you and Ali boys.
They gave us a little bit of false hope there for a few weeks in the season. It was like, oh man, they are playing decent run defense. Like Kenny Clark was playing great football. Osa was playing good football.
What weeks were that? Remind me.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. But we had some games where they weren't getting big numbers. They weren't getting big yards per carry or anything. We were looking okay. But now that we are, the tie does throw you off. 2, 3, 1, 6 games in. It is what it is. And I to me, it goes back to just the way they do stuff, man. The way they do stuff is the Cowboys, they sell optimism and they live it. They live optimism. We could afford to be rid of one player because, well, we just made this second-round pick. He's going to be nice. Boy, Sam Williams in year 4 is suddenly going to be a guy who's just been a rotational / injured guy with a couple of flashes. He'll be a really good player for us. He's going to be a nice starter. Maris Leofau, who we haven't actually seen play much football, but we've seen him hit people hard. Like, surely he'll be a great NFL linebacker. We traded for a guy that was a former first-round pick to play linebacker that plays every snap, that the team was stunned that anybody was willing to take his money off their books. Titans were stunned to be able to get his money off the books. And you were like, well, yeah, but that's going to be the guy who runs our defense. Like, they run stuff on optimism. And that is crazy town. And for a while, you drafted well enough. You got good enough quarterback play that you were still getting 12 wins. Run stuff that way. Like, they're just like, yeah, whoever's on the roster that we've drafted recently is going to be fine. What do you mean Mozzie can't play? Like, the number of people who got mad at me in year 2. You're not seeing progress? You're not seeing progress? No, I see a guy who can't get off the ball, can't play the run, can't rush the passer. What are you talking about? But no, in week 3, didn't you see his 9th snap? What? And that's the nonsense they peddle to y'all.
And they about to load up heavy on selling you on a DeMarvion Overshown return. That's the next. That's the next
November by the latest.
That's
earliest?
the next.
Hold him till next year, bro.
That's the next clip that they about to fire off.
Don't trade none of them picks. 1 or 2 dudes ain't about to do.
No.
You need to strip this thing all the way down.
They'll never do it.
And some of these cats that's on this, these 1-year deals, some of these cats that got contracts but they out of guaranteed money, get them up out of here. This might be last season. And look, I know this ain't me saying nothing because I work certain places now. People take this for gospel. It's just me guessing and assuming. This might be Trey last year here. Like, it's just looking that way.
Diggs?
You did, Trey Diggs part of it.
I think that's true for Steele too.
Elam ain't coming back more than likely still. All these Sam Williams. I saw some Sam Williams playing for a contract. Boy, please. Murray ain't coming back. Sanborn ain't coming back. The whole defense gonna look totally different next year. Dono, he done ran out of guaranteed money. Out of here. I'll holler at you. Hooker, peace. This defense is going to look totally different next year. So I don't think there's any, hey, can we go trade a guy at the deadline to make some big change? Please. I'm sitting over Sean because I don't want him to re-aggravate nothing. Let him keep lifting and getting big and come back next year and just start all over. Offense work on continuity or something. Because it makes no sense for you to put up that kind of, like, to do what your offense is doing and having to be in a fight like that every single game, bro. Man, you are wasting your time. You wasting your time. And
then you also put up to the fact that the offense has to be perfect. Like, your running game wasn't going today.
Sure.
Right? And then you had a couple drives where things got wonky.
He got wonky on you.
And
the screen call, as soon as that didn't work, the next play, you can't kill him for the play call because the play call wasn't dump it off to Javonte.
Right.
It was a regular old play call where he went, don't like it, and tried
but
to
that's
either
the
dump it or
thing is
throw
that
it away.
you put an immense amount of pressure on your offense to every time they step out there, they have to work. Like it has to work for them or you're shot. Yeah. And so you're like, damn, offensively, am I not afforded a series or two for things to not go as planned?
Nope.
And you're at a point in time where it's absolutely not.
That's exactly what I tweeted.
Like absolutely not. You
because you got the what ranked defense?
37 and a half.
37 and a half.
39?
Yeah, something like that.
42nd ranked defense, and then you'll come out of this game and you'll go, well, not us, but people will say that offense has to do more. You're like, I don't know what more you
don't have the luxury to say, oh, it's 4th and 3. I'll punt and let my defense take care of it. No. You got to start, even if you backed up to your 20, you got to start going for it on 4th and 3 because you can't just get a ball back to your defense. You just can't say, man, there's this cool play where we got Williams working to the outside or something. That's too cute because you've made good plays of Williams working outside. They've been risky, but if it's blocked up properly, but you can't even call if it's blocked up properly plays. This would be a big play. Right. Oh, if this screen is blocked the right way, bro, you almost got to play safer but more aggressively because your defense goofy. Your defense don't even give you a shot.
Can we hit some of these super chats, John? I know we got a bunch of them, and we'll try to get to the, obviously the biggest ones. We'll make sure we get to.
I'll read the rest of them Monday.
We'll get to them either on personal channels or when we get there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Which one is the first one here for me? Jason. Put away the anointing oil for Coach Shoddy. That last drive play calling was Rudy Poop.
And that's what I'm talking about. And that's unfortunate that you got to
And you're sending that, just to be clear, you're sending that because of the defense.
It's part of
yes.
Right.
Because of the defense.
It's like he can't have
no coach
one. That's unfortunate, man. That sucks. That sucks for him.
You got to be perfect.
You got to be perfect.
You got to be perfect. Can't have penalties. I mean, even in that game, the number of, because you weren't running it well, I had to go back and look at it, but I feel like if you're looking for 3rd and 5 or more, where the quarterback got it done, they're in there a bunch. And that's just what you have to do. And that's a hard life to live in the NFL.
GP got 9 catches for 168 yards and a touchdown, and we just didn't pull it off. It just didn't happen for us today.
No.
Crazy behavior.
Ferg actually caught a touchdown down the field, and we didn't pull it off.
Crazy
Hunter
behavior.
Lipke scored a touchdown.
First receiving touchdown.
Beautifully designed play.
And we couldn't get a tutty. We couldn't get a dub. Jason's in Super Chat. Brothers, fire Eberflus. We're at the point where we need to go for it on 4th downs, wherever on the field, because the defense can't stop Bryce Young and Rico. Fire Eberflus now. Draft show starting in 2 weeks. All right. Appreciate it.
I might start watching film. Yeah.
Barrington's in there in the Super Chat. Couldn't run the ball. Robinson and Brown shut us down. We left the run, but not mad. The defense is a disgrace. Linebacker core is so bad, they make me miss Hitchens and Jalen Smith. What happened with Osa and Clark? Fire the GM. You know, I think the last part of your Super Chat there was the most insightful thing.
Even on days where you run game goofy, you can still pull out 27 points. And I think 27 points in the league is enough. I think it's enough. That's plenty.
Yeah, 27 is supposed to win it most weeks.
Supposed to win it.
Supposed to win most weeks. Let's see. Juan is in the Super Chat.
So
Juan said,
Flus is supposed to be a linebacker guru, not a 9-yard cushion on 4th and 3. That's another question I have. Like, you ain't even putting these guys in the right spots to do decent things. Like, Bland may not be having a bad year per se, but he's not finna deal with nobody 12 yards off.
Yeah, but if the scheme of that was to have your linebacker undercut that,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the part where you go, well, what we were watching, and I'm like, if Murray, your job is to undercut that,
sure.
What are you waiting on?
Yeah,
like there's nothing else to wait for. I believe it was empty, right? There was no back in the backfield.
It was empty. Yeah, it was empty.
So go.
Yeah,
like go right now.
Yeah,
go underneath that and make a play, but you bounce, and then it's too late.
Yeah. Jason also mentioned Coach White Cotton and what's going on with the pass rush. That's another unit that ain't done nothing.
And never do they ever do and I guess this is blame every player or blame
But
Flus.
You feel like
they never do their job. Often you can tell on a play based on how they move pre-snap or post-snap right after it's snapped and where a linebacker flows to, like who's supposed to be the outside contain, and none of them ever do it. Like they just don't do their job.
You would feel like that you have a group that can rush the passer. Like throughout history, they've done some pass rush things. Just now, for whatever reason, they just are not. Like, what's that about? Is that a white cotton thing? Is that a flu thing?
Probably missing the best pass rusher who made it easier for you.
And that's part of it.
Yeah,
you ain't wrong at all. It's Dante Fowler just didn't roll out the bed not being good at this no more. Like last year, he was rushing the passer with Dorrance Armstrong. He had 10 sacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious about that.
Let me see here. What's the one at the very top, John?
Zach Ghost dropped another dub. I just want to say what's up to him. Don't get it mistaken. I believe Jerry is responsible for the last 30 years. Him and Steven need to hold hands and take a long walk. I ain't gonna say
off a short period. That, of course, means to go swim.
To go swimming somewhere.
Like they need to relax a little bit, recharge.
Go kick it on the beach.
Yeah, a little
take
bit.
Take a vacation and recharge.
Yeah, we'll knock out the rest of your supers and close this show out with some final thoughts on the Cowboys losing to the Carolina Panthers next on the DLLS Cowboys postgame show. Want people to sign up to be a diehard. I think we got one hat left. So come get this hat. This is the last day, so that's pretty fitting.
Yep.
Instead of $79.99 for a year of diehard status, $59 for 1 year. And you get that branded Bills DLLS hat full free. Well, technically, I guess you're paying $59 for it, but you're getting the diehard access and you're getting the hat, so that's nice. And if you want t-shirt instead of hat, again, last day for this. $36 for your first year, normally $79.99. And you can pick a t-shirt from the merch store. Ain't that nice? When you sign up to be a diehard, you get all sorts of stuff. You do get that merch. You get 20% off in the merch store if you want more cool gear, more awesome gear. You get 20% off of events that we have at DLLS. You get that. You get hooked up with that. And you get in our Discord where we have different channels for all sorts of things. Today we're having a great time in the Cowboy channel at different times in the game. And a bad time at others is what we were doing in that channel. Sometimes it was fun, and sometimes it wasn't real fun. Not when Rico was.
I'm about to get this feast section going on.
You're not about to get
I am.
feet.
No.
No, you've been talking about it.
No, for October. Get it?
October.
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, I'm about to get this feast section ready in the Discord for at least for October.
Okay.
I got about 15 days left.
Well, and if you guys want to talk about books, I'm reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl books.
You think talking about books, about feet?
Sometimes. Depends what you're into. Some people are into books and some people are into feet.
What do you think, Ali?
I'm going books.
Yeah, see? You want to talk about books?
Does is it a book about feet and our pictures in that book?
So technically the book I'm reading right now, the AI that runs the dungeon does have a foot fetish and is way into Carl stepping on stuff.
I'm tapping in with the feet if you talk.
I'm right on tapping. You see what I'm saying? Let's get October going right.
I ain't doing all that,
Sign
man.
up to be a diehard. It's the DLS Cowboys post-game show. The truth in the super chat. Honestly, fellas, this defense is absolutely dog-ish. Just wasting another year of Dak balling. And that's true. And that sucks.
Not the first time either.
Although, if you're just a football fan, it's kind of a Cowboy fan. I was telling somebody today, I was like, as long as you don't care too much about winning or losing, having the best offense and the worst defense.
These are like fun games.
Fun football. Well, a lot of big plays.
That's true.
A lot of big plays.
I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy them that much, sir. We do not do that here.
Trovon Williams in the super chat. We paid some of $90 million for them to back out a press man on 4th and 3. When does basketball season start? And that's the thing. When you hear the general manager, that's gonna be my new bit.
Not the owner, but the general manager.
The general manager, no name, just the general manager of Dallas,
like Micah. What he said. When
he starts talking about the money, pull up the receipts of who he does pay. He pays the dudes who will run into the office and sign at a discount. Why do you think they're doing that?
Yeah.
And then you're shocked when they don't live up to you paying them good money. Like, I didn't pay them great money. So as long as they play good, we're in good shape. Oh, my goodness, they're falling a little short of what I thought they would be. What could possibly be happening here? Probably safer to pay the best guys.
I actually have an update for Jesse. Dak Prescott at the podium has a regular T-shirt on, kind of wrinkled.
Because he knew he couldn't wear that look to the postgame.
He knew it.
Got some.
If he had his suit, he would have had it on.
He's going back.
Kind of dirty under the arms.
Team issue. That's team issue.
And a yacht club hat. That just means he's rich. We knew
yacht
that,
club hat.
See what I'm saying?
He's just rich.
He knew. Ali, your task.
You know, I just learned what
I don't know about that.
what yachting is this week.
Somebody says yachty yachty in a song.
No,
I think it was Little Yachty.
Oh,
I can't even talk about this on TV, dog, because I just caught myself. I can't talk about this. But we gonna
okay.
talk.
Yeah, don't.
There's this rapper girl that got caught up on some yacht situation with some rich dude,
Okay.
and like
So wait, yachting is not like being on a boat?
the yacht is on a boat,
Okay.
but it's when rich people have the boat and
And
they
they
pay a
invite-
price for people to be on the boat.
And to do
Yes,
okay.
the rapper girl Saweetie,
Sweetie, yeah.
she a boat girl.
She's from Miami, so that feels
And
like
this is what we weren't supposed to
I
talk
thought she was rich the whole time. I cleaned it up. I thought she was like cool, independent on her own, but she for some people on some yacht somewhere.
Huh? Oh,
like
sweet.
the people that go to Dubai.
That's why I couldn't say it, Jesse.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't say
Let's
it.
I
get some
got you. We
perspective on
That's
this
why I couldn't
We
say
here.
it,
We here.
Jesse.
They not, but we here.
Crazy.
incredibly impressive outing
like he
from your
knows what I'm
Dallas
talking about.
Cowboys against the Carolina Panthers. Come up just short, but that's all right because we'll get them next week. Clarence Hill is live in Charlotte or whatever.
AKA Dirty Mac.
What? Y'all talking about Saweetie on a boat? You gonna talk to me dirty, Mac? You talking about yacht girls?
Swatting is
I mean, I'm just-
that's something different.
I'm like,
sir.
what are y'all
Swatting
talking about over there?
Swatting is
Goodness
sending people to
gracious.
somebody's house because you got mad on a video
Yeah, it's
game. I
something
think.
All right, what the report you got, man? What Jerry say?
But, we don't
Jared
care.
did. Well, first of all, Jared did not talk. He did not come
Oh,
down. you know.
Captain
That's a
Smugs
first.
all of a sudden found a game he didn't want to talk about it.
Did not talk after
Well,
the
accountability
game.
don't run to the top, does it?
That's a good story.
And speaking of accountability, Shotty's done a good job replacing players, firing players. You don't earn your spot, I'm gonna remove you. We're gonna do the same thing with the coaching staff. How can you hold your players accountable? And at some point, you have to address Eberflus, don't you? At some point, right? This scheme
gotta do
keeps
the
saying
GM
they
first.
But
believe in the
you
scheme.
know he don't have that power. You know that.
Right, but we can talk about it. It's all my point
Okay.
is, you can't sit up and look at your players in the eye and keep holding them accountable and benching players and making this guy active, this guy because of poor performance, and not do the same for your coach. When something's right. The only problem is I don't know if you move away from Eberflus, who you go to. And I don't know who can you change the scheme, what scheme you can go to make a difference, because the linebackers have been bad. You talk about the run defense and they did nothing. It seemed like Rico could pick his holes like he was at Baskin Robbins picking play with ice cream, which is everything was there for him, and then there's nothing in the secondary.
Airplane mode or something.
He
Well,
thinks
can't do it, yeah.
silencing his phone is
Yeah.
putting it in do not disturb.
Nah, because we can still call.
Right.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah,
turns the ringtone off.
Yeah.
And then he thinks that will stop the phone
Nah,
calls from
nah.
coming. But that's
He
That's
just
old
wouldn't be
people
able to-
that's
stuff.
not how we're Solid Duck is in the super
What's up,
chat. 5-11-1 is what Duck is predicting it looks like. This defense makes me so angry.
And see, Duck, it shouldn't. And that
John,
John.
What'd you say, Jesse? What'd you say?
what did I
what?
say?
I can't even hear you now. What'd you say? I mean, that's my daughter trying to blow me up after the game because she wants to talk football, not knowing I have a job all her life.
Yeah, but
Working after the game.
we keep telling you this. Why I won't let you stay in unk mode, and I call you pop up.
Yeah.
Because one of these days you're going to realize that you have to actually put your phone in do not disturb before you make these type of calls, so that people can't call you and interrupt your calls. Pop.
You're at
Hey.
work. You're at work.
Jesse, I did see that hairline on that video. I need you to slow your roll, though. I mean, I need you.
Take your hat
to
off.
know a lot of forehead on the screen.
Oh, you didn't see it.
I just
Take
need
your
you-
hat
I need-
Take your hat off.
I need you to stop.
Take your hat
But,
off.
Chocolate.
No. You
we're
won't say
No,
you
we're
won't
not
say
doing
another
this.
word. I will
No,
not let
we
you
gonna
say
do this
another
thing.
word on this
You
show
cannot
until
do-
you take
no.
your hat off.
No.
Then you're done.
No, we're not gonna
then you're
do this.
done. You won't be able to speak
You
another
can't
word
tell me to be
until
done.
take
Listen,
your
listen.
hat
No,
off. Then you're not
there's
gonna
no
talk.
point.
You're not gonna talk.
We know I got.
You don't
I
care
got a point
until
here.
you take your hat off. Take
Jesse,
off the hat.
Jesse, boy,
Take
y'all are.
off the hat.
Listen,
Take
it's
off
okay.
that. You're not gonna get a word in. We're got to, John. You're not.
It's
Gonna, I'm
not-
telling you now,
it's-
Ben. If
there's
you're
not a-
watching, he's not
there's
getting
not
a
a
word in until he
we.
takes his hat off.
There's not a
He's
we.
not getting a
There's
word
not a-
in, Ben.
There's not.
Go ahead.
I can't even hear that.
Go ahead.
It's only you, okay?
Clarence Vice Lombardi from YouTube. Let me ask you a question, Clarence. So let's just say, we were to move on from Flus somehow. Do you think that Sorensen is like ready to step up and call plays? And if he was ready to do that, would he call plays from the defense that he ran in San Fran, or would he be calling some of the same stuff here? Like, what would you think about that, Clarence?
And you bring up Sorensen, I would think White Cotton.
Okay.
When you bring up Sorensen, I would think of White Cotton. White Cotton was a failed defense coordinator. I mean, he's only done it 1 year. His career has mostly been in special teams. I mean, does he?
I say Sorensen, like Sorensen, like I guess he did it recently. Like he just did it last year. White Cotton was the D-line coach last year, so I would imagine that he would be the way to go.
I hear what you're saying. I know he was defense coordinator, but he was a failed defense coordinator in San Francisco. And he's basically failing up because somebody else is failing. I don't know why he would get that opportunity other than him being Shotty's buddy. And I would think that the guy I would go to with White Cotton. I just don't know what scheme will make a difference when you have the players that you have. And Shotty keeps saying he believes in the players and the players believes in the scheme, and we're going to get this fixed. He said today that somehow they got the pass defense fixed. Now the run defense is the problem. I don't believe the pass defense is fixed. I mean, I saw receivers running wide open. And you talk to Dak and the offense can't blink. They never thought they wouldn't get the ball back with 7 minutes to go in the game. But they're kicking themselves because they had to set up for a field goal and then they had that awful 3 and out, with 7 minutes to go in the game. They never thought they would get the ball back.
Yeah. Clarence, thank you. Have a great night. Appreciate you, partner.
Take your hat off.
See you later. We're going to wrap it. Super here.
I had another point, though, real fast, though. And, I guess me and Clarence Clarence real good at walking away from my good points and just logging right off. Yeah. Like, even if Sorensen was like a failed DC, he wasn't 39th.
No.
And White Cotton hadn't done this before. So maybe with Sorensen, you at least better. Maybe with Sorensen, you can at least get to 19th. So if Clarence is still listening, maybe you could tweet that at me, Clarence, but go ahead.
Jay Huey's in the Super Chat. First off, shout out to you guys. Great show as always. Now it is so comical to watch a defense play like they're on rookie level. Even old broke man Zeke would have had a career game at this point.
Well, that's a lie, but go ahead.
I think he'd done decent, actually. Done decent. He got 4 carry. Would Rico get like 6? 6 would have got like 4.
All he got was 6?
I came down a little bit, when he got tired.
He got
tired. Yeah. Them 9s started turning into 6, and them 8s turned into 5. Flow, man. I mean, what did Rico have? 30? 30 carries?
30 for 189.
That's a day.
186.
183.
And that one was like 13 straight. They just disrespected you directly to your face. Just like
they saw that Bears film and said, "Hey, we can do that."
They broke you.
What's that?
They saw that Bears film and said, "We can do that too."
Yeah, we ain't worried about you. Flow, man, is in the Super Chat. They said, Jerry Jones, you said y'all get a run defense? Watch this. Dak fumbled away a chance to score go-ahead TD on the second last drive and completely choked on the last drive. 60 clutch drive. Yeah, we got it. You got it, champ. Jason's in the Super Chat. Enduring Eberflus and this entire defense. That should be the name for this season. Enduring Eberflus. And this entire defense for the remainder of the season going to cause me a brain aneurysm, and Shotty going full candy butt on that last series of play calls doesn't help. Dro Nose is in the Super Chat. Can Ali's Charger coordinate defense? The defense is butt and full of regular schmegular players. I think regular schmegular would be great. Nealon can't set the edge. Sam Williams pass rushes like somebody getting some fun stuff. It's all accurate. Space Monkey is in the Super Chat. Jeff, is the Cowboys defense the equivalent of Dwight Powell on the Mavs? Not good enough to play for other teams, yet employed by the Cowboys? LOL, defensive cheeks. Yeah, if you want to find the guys that you should actually be worried about pinching pennies on, it's the guys that the Cowboys give pretty decent contracts to because they really like them, not the ones who they let get away. Kevin Gray Sports.
It's okay, G.
From the DLLS Mavs show. Bryce Young was a perfect 10 of 10 for 125 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a perfect passer rating when trailing against the Cowboys. This defense is pathetic. Abysmal. And Nizzy Fulton. Would y'all say the Eberflus hire is Shotty's first coaching hire mistake? Also, does it bother y'all, too, that regardless of MVP play from number 4, the team still asks him to do more than any other QB? Well, you got a bad GM. You got a bad GM, and that's tough. That's what I got for you. Sorry about the GM. Do you guys have any parting words that you would like to say to any Cowboys player, coach, or fan base?
We trying to kill time?
Yeah, I got about 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
Yeah,
nah, man, listen, bro, man, what the Cowboy need to do, man, is just find a way to get to 29. We got there. Just find a way to get to 29.
No, don't feel like that. Give me something
No.
better.
Just find a way to get to 29. Because look, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start seeing players huffing and puffing, and you don't want to lose the locker room like that.
I think they're already there.
I don't think so. I think
after today's performance,
I think the offense is good enough to inspire something, you know what I'm saying? Because you are putting up points, but if you're looking at defenses, like, come on. So I think Shotty can go in there and say, hey, y'all, we're a defensive couple of plays away. They're probably just, Tim will say, they're probably just, you know what I'm saying?
They had to take the whole 45, though.
Oh, my.
They had to take the whole 40. But everybody was hooting and hollering about the way the Philadelphia Eagles lost earlier this week, and all the Cowboys did was take that loss and do absolutely nothing with it because
missed opportunity.
They lost to the Carolina Panthers.
Missed opportunity.
The Eagle fans think they're good.
Cowboys fans think
we don't think that. Well,
Cowboys fans
remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody but the GM.
Wilson.
Love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.